Fresh level 80. What now? You got no gear, no friends, no guild, no bags, no gold, nothing. So, where to start? I'm sure this can't happen to anyone, because you get some gear and gold from leveling to 80. But in this video, the challenge is very simple. How to get decent gear and gold if you start with nothing. Only thing I have is fresh level 80 character with spells and mount which you will probably have by the level 80. The easiest and fastest way to get gear is buy it from auction house. But remember, we don't have any gold. You could do random dungeon finder, normal one, not heroic, but the chances of you getting kicked are pretty much high, so I wouldn't suggest you do that. So, let's get started. First step is to get some bags. I recommend getting 4 Netherwave bags. 16 slots for around 20 gold each is pretty good, I would say. I'm sure if you stay in your capital city and cry about please gold, someone will eventually give you some gold and you can buy them right now. But not in this video. We are doing all the work by ourselves. Let's go to Northrend and start our journey. When you do quests, you can get 3 things as reward: gold, items, and experience. Since we are level 80, your experience turns into gold. So each quest we will do give us actually more gold than if you do it while leveling. And what do we like in this game? That's right, gold. Since we are level 80, some quests in starting zones like Borean Tundra or Howling Fjord will give us lower items and lower amounts of gold. But we have to start somewhere, and our gear score is 0, so don't try to rush into Icecrown or some other level 78 plus zone, because it will only get you killed fast. At the starting point in Borean Tundra, we get all quests which are available and start doing them. A normal quest like talking to this NPC gives you 70 silvers, and normal quest usually gives you around 7 plus golds. So after 15 quests, you should have about 100 gold in your bag. This is our main goal at the beginning because we need bags ASAP. Killing mobs without gear shouldn't be a problem, but still I managed to die once. Green items can be sold on auction house or just sell it to a vendor if you need gold fast. Always loot everything and sell it when near vendor. You don't need to know all quests, just take your time and do them while learning your class in the background of this process. You probably wonder, why don't I have my Felguard? This imp sucks. Yeah, I know, but these mobs are not yielding any experience to me, so I can't make soul shard for it. And also, this character was made long time ago, didn't play Warlock a lot, so you will probably see me doing some mistakes during this video. So haters, please chill. It's only a demonstration video to show you how easy it is to gear up on Warmane. Then go back to auction house and buy yourself bags. Step 1 complete. If you are left with some extra gold like me, then check for some cheap items like I did. 1k gear score in about 1 hour of playing. Bags and some poor gear. Step 2 is getting 1k gold. Why exactly 1k? Because one thing you must have when making gold is northern flying. To collect that gold, we go back to Borean Tundra and do more quests. Idea in part 2 is to have any kind of green or blue item in every slot and have 1k gold in our bags. At this point of doing quests, pay attention to one detail. When completing any quest with rewards, there is no guarantee that item which you get from quest reward is better than the one you wearing. In that case, you should pick reward which gives you most gold from vendor, because you will 100% sell it. For example, on cloth items you get less gold than from mail or plate items. Similar like weapons. Two-handed weapons cost more than some one-handed or offhand. So pay attention to that. If you're wondering why still questing in Borean and not in some higher zone, the answer is simple. Every single quest here can be easily done with naked level 80 character. When you get some items, even quests with elites are solvable. Pulling multiple mobs is also not a problem. If you try to do that, for example in Icecrown, I'm sure you will be dead after pulling 2 or 3 mobs. And after each kill, you would probably need to reset your mana and HP. By now, you probably saw my Titan panel add-on. I usually don't use it, but on this video it's important so you can trace my gold all the time. It's not bad add-on, just a preference of mine. If you like it, link is in the description of the video. This part 2 took me around 2 to 3 hours of questing. If I had flying in Nordrend, that would be a lot faster, but we are getting there. This video you're watching right now is actually speed up 60 times, so each second of video is actually 1 minute of playing. We could stop at part 2 and start doing auction house flips with our 1k gold, but for that you need knowledge of market, which requires a lot of time. From 1k gold within week of auction house flips, you can get to 10k without any problem. Icecrown on Warmane is flooded with players and you can sell a lot of things really fast. One blue item dropped from some mob which I will put on auction house. So let's summarize. At this point I still don't have 1k gold in my bag, but with Frostwave Cloth and other items to put on auction house I should have it. I made some gold from vendors when selling junk items from bags, but mostly was from questing. At the end, go back to auction house, put all items for sale and wait until it's all sold. On this character I already have Northern Flying, so when I collect 1k gold, I'll just send it to my other character. After I log back, I check my mail and see that most of the items are sold. Like I said before, I sent 1k gold to my alt, but in your case you should buy Northern Flying in Dalaran. Now it's time to fly and fasten up this whole gearing tutorial. Part 3 is Reputation questline along with Reputation items. We start with Reputation Sons of Horde. Reason for that is obvious. Enchants for shoulders are there and every player playing Wrath of the Lich King needs to be exalted with this faction. End of story. If you have max reputation on one of your characters, you don't need to do all questline all over again. Just send it with mailbox since enchants are bound to account. Whole questline is done within 1 hour of playing. I used 280 flying, so with lower flying speed you should do it within hour and a half. I'm using faster mount, so this video won't be too long to watch. Questline starts in K3 village and ends at Sons of Horde village, Dan Niflheim. It's very easy to do it and you make around 900 gold completing it. You will get some 2 to 3 item upgrades, but that all depends on your class. For my class, there is not item upgrade from this faction, but still, for later, we got access to best shoulder enchants for some better gear. Next faction is the Wyrmrest Accord. If you play healer, then you get best head enchant. This faction have for cloth wearers actually 3 nice items. Cloth waist when honored, cloth wrist when revered, and cloth feet when exalted. To get head enchant, you don't need to get exalted, it's actually a reward from being revered. I also included all quests for this reputation in the description of this video, found it on WoWhead, so take a look if interested. This faction takes some time to do it, but within 2 to 3 hours you should complete it. Our goal is to level up to revert, because for feat slot we have something else planned later. Some quests are done in Borean Tundra inside Koldara. After you're done with that, you can visit each day and do 2 daily quests which will give you 1.5k reputation each day. All other quests are done in Dragonblight from the tower Wyrmrest temple. Some quests in Koldara also gives you a reputation with Kirin Tor. After you completed all quests, you should have near revert reputation. Then you can do daily quests until you get revered or exalted, depending if you want epic item from them. Only thing to do is to go to Nexus and complete 3 quests from Koldara, which gives you some reputation with Kirin Tor. I did almost 100 quests in Borean, and that resulted having both Kirin Tor and Wyrmrest Accord honored. I didn't do Addon Hold reputation because it gives melee DPS head enchant, which I don't need on my Warlock. Similar to your needs, 1 or 2 factions you don't need to level up. After spending 3 to 4 hours doing reputations, last thing you do is ICC farm rep. That ring from them is best in slot for every class and gives a decent boost to your gear score. I already got it, so I skip that part. And after all of that, you should have around 2k to 3k gold, which you spend on auction house for item upgrades. For cloth classes, best item for small amount of gold is ICC Trash Shoulders. You will have that item for a longer period of time, so that gold is, from my opinion, well spent. Almost all ICC trash items are cheap on auction house, and if you buy them, I'm sure they will help you with your gear score and your overall performance. Here you can see me buying that shoulders along with some other items which will increase my gear score to 3k. In total I spent 1.7k gold on 6 items. So far we spent 1 hour on part 1, 3 hours on part 2 and 4 hours on part 3. So in total 8 hours of playing to get to 3 car gear score, just to unlock your new best friend, which is Random Dungeon Finder Heroic 1. And you should spam that friend all the time. During that you will make some gold from mobs inside dungeons, and your item gear score will go up each dungeon. Last bosses usually drops 1 epic item and frozen orbs, so even more gold and gear. Along that you will make a pile of emblems of triumph and 2 emblems of frost each day. For both emblems you can buy yourself gear or use it for leveling up reputations, depending on your needs. Hardest part of gearing is from 4k to 5.2 or 5.4k. Dungeons like Pit of Sauron, Forge of Souls, and Halls of Reflection drops item levels 232, so make sure once you get access to them, do all 3 of them until you get desired item from each boss. Last part before reaching enough gear score to join Icecrown packs is buy some gear from professions. They cost more, but since you have better gear, your questing and farming should be faster. And to demonstrate this process, it would be a lot of hours recording, editing and explaining step by step. So far this video took me the longest time to do, that's why I didn't post that video for such a long time. If interested, I can do another one similar, which will be getting from 3k gear score to ICC ready raider. Let me know in the comments below. This video is also first one on the channel on the Horde side, since I was asked several times in the comment section to do some guides on Horde side. I always listen up my audience and create content which you choose to watch. Last thing to do is leave a like if you learned anything useful in this video and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any guides in Wrath of the Lich King. It's only a click for you and it means a whole world to me. Gold farming methods were main topic of this channel, but if this video shows a lot of interest, I could do more gearing and leveling tutorials. See you again in some other in-game tips video.